Here in schematic fashion is a total readout of the Psi Bank components, a map of the psychoatmospheric matrix of the planet Earth. To begin with, we should note that the number of each of the 8 seasonal plates comprising the 64-unit holonomic recollection circuit add up to 260, the number of units in the underlining Tzolk'in solar pulse plate. The mystic columns of the Tzolk'in plates are indicated. The 4 such columns provide the center of the 4 psychic tectonic plates: Afro-Eurasia, Pacific, America, and Atlantic. The equator provides the primary bipolar division into northern and southern AC and CA templates, as well as a division of the longitudinal plates into 8 seasonal plates. Each of these 8 plates is then divided into 3 Psi Nimboid membrane leaves and 8 Psi Matrix Units. Corresponding, the psychoatmospheric divisions are indicated along the right-hand side of the main matrix. The diamond formation patterns enclosing each of the mystic columns suggest the Tzolk'in solar pulsation matrix that underlies this pattern. These refer to the primary structure of the binary triplet configuration. The looping pattern of the civilization flows is also evident in the matrix. Keeping in mind that each of these 8 seasonal plates is superimposed upon a 260-unit Tzolk'in solar pulse matrix, the total underlining matrix contains 2,080 such units. Since 260 units refer to the units of time, the designation of the quote-unquote Psi-Chrono has been applied to the individual units of the total 8 Tzolk'in Psi Bank matrix. We may regard a Psi-Chrono or Psi-Time unit in the following manner. Just as there are 4 seasons per year, each with its unique quality following upon another, so there is a cycle of 260 days, each of which contains its particular quality, which, synchronized with the flowing patterns of days in their seasonal succession, accounts for the richly diverse, seemingly unpredictable changes that accompany each day, both atmospherically and physically. It is such manner that we arrive at the threshold of psychoatmospheric studies. In the terms of the holonomic equation, psychoatmospheric studies are the binary resonant unfolding of man in relation to the environment, what physics is to the study of the laws of the phenomenal world. In this regard, we may also speak of psychoatmospheric weather fronts. The pattern of major fronts is to the far right of this map. Corresponding to the major transition of the psychocultural development, the psychoatmospheric weather fronts can thus be plotted on the Psi Bank, the Flow Key. The first major front moving through square 64 to square 1 corresponding to the emergence of man, is a psychocultural organism, possessor of the knowledge of fire. The second, from square 8 to 9, corresponds to the stabilization of Aboriginal society in social units devoted to the protection and maintenance of a particular geographical site. The third major psychoatmospheric weather front from 16 to 17 corresponds to the corpus callosum of history, initiato, the passage from the AC template to the CA that inaugurates the civilization harmonizing of the planet. The fourth from 24 to 25 and the fifth from 32 to 33 pertain to the shift of the imperialistic expansion of the ancient world and the spiritual renewal of the medieval world respectively. The sixth psychoatmospheric front from 40 to 41 marked the rapid passage from the medieval world to the global industrial world. As we have already indicated, we are now experiencing the onset of the seventh psychoatmospheric weather front. The return crossing from the CA back to the AC template, that which transits from 48 to 49. This will prove to be the stormiest front of all, as it means for those now in the power and hooked into the outmoded materialistic belief systems virtually the end of everything. The nuclear impasse of the present time is the most obvious stage of perilousness of the present weather front. As with all weather fronts, it is important to know the nature of the pattern and the kind of meteorological conditions that will follow. The 8th front, from 56 to 57, will mark the achievement of major stabilization of the planetary condition, the planetization of consciousness. The conclusion of that phase will be the actual manifestation of the bi-psychic force field.